Today I give you an overview and some examples of how multi-level is applied to work and non-work related research. What happens in one domain affects another domain. Observations are not independent. Ignoring nesting often yields partial, if not misleading results. There are many different kinds of group nesting, natural like families or artificial like workplaces. Think of a tree. At every level, items a group. The orange contains groups too. How you slice the orange will alter your vision of the whole as much as how you slice the social phenomena will produce a different perspective. Consider how war is organized. Most organizations will fit into one of the two general structures shown here or variations of them. Consider how jobs are grouped, the report and decision-making process, and both formal and informal ways to identify group membership. Think of a waterfall. What happens above impacts the immediate below level. Water erodes rocks and dissolves the minerals, carrying particles down the strip, and depositing these particles at lower levels. Same may happen with work and non-work organizational structures. Then, think about a water cycle. Change may come top-down or the other way around, but it is a continuous process. Applying system thinking helps evaluating components and processes, recognizing interactions and relationships between levels and subsystems. For many issues, though, a three-level structure may be complex enough to capture the event of interest. The three M refer to macro, like societies or work organizations, meso, social networks and families, and micro, whether individuals or their biological or psychological measures. Events are influenced by the societal and social context in which they occur. We may easily see that the perception of the same or very similar phenomena may have an entirely different interpretation according to context. To measure the impact of anything, we need the appropriate data at each level. Think of the stars. As we approach the limit of our vision, things appear to converge like constellations. How many groups do we need and how many observations per group? If it is a relative rare phenomena, we may need to sample longer or more. Now consider the type of data. For instance, there is an increasing level of complexity with automated data collection. It happens all the time, everywhere, on everybody. But just because it can be measured doesn't mean it's meaningful. What data may best and accurately reflect what you want to study? Life is a crossroad. We play multiple roles in more than one domain. Roles may overlap in time and space, and the degree of overlap may vary in time too. The characteristics of each role, whether positive or negative, may also vary. Roles or domains are connected, impacting each other in various ways. Think of family members of coworkers. Whatever happens in one domain within one person may affect another domain within that person, or may affect another domain in another person. Conflict may arise when the demands from one domain affect another domain, but spillovers may be negative or positive, with moods, skills, values, behaviors transferring from one role or domain to another, influencing well-being in the other domain. Like many things in life, relationships tend to be bidirectional. Exercise helps improve health, but health may condition exercise. The strength of the effect may not be the same in both directions, and the interesting research is on the interaction between domains and roles. An additional aspect to consider is the relatively new approach of latent class analysis. These class models aim to identify profiles of people, shifting the focus from measuring people's standing on one or more variables to measuring type of people via a combination of items that co-occur. For instance, if there are different classes of people regarding how work spills over non-work and impact well-being. Although multi-level is implemented in many standard statistical software packages, statistics cannot occur in a vacuum. You need to identify the pieces that may matter, work collaboratively to put them together, and then seek professional help. Now a few examples of research using multi-level to study work and non-work interactions. Overall, recruited employees in an organization. They found that more engagement at work was related to more community involvement, showing the positive impact of work engagement over into employees' personal life. Interestingly, the stronger effect was seen in public sector workers as opposed to business workers. Faziri et al. Recruited professionals in 20 countries. For individuals in countries more likely to be guided by group norms, group working hours predicted individual work-family conflict after controlling for individual hours, suggesting that the group's behavior affects members' behavior. Barrientos et al. Studied workers in work groups showing that discouraging social drinking norms predicted both less drinking at work and drinking outside work, suggesting the potential long reach of worksite-based public health campaigns. Moen et al. Studied IT employees in teams, finding that employees caring for infirm adults in teams with high work-family conflict experience more distress than others, suggesting that caregiving for adults may not be an acceptable time demand within teams. So now you can keep going on staring out of a window, or you can go out and explore the possibilities of multi-level to study the interrelationships between the work and non-work domains and roles.